Hey Robloxian, in this video I'm gonna show you how to rotate parts by 360 degrees continuously with the Tween service. Okay, let's get right into it. First of all, go to Workspace and insert a folder by clicking on this plus icon, and then search for folder and insert a folder in your workspace. Good. I will rename my folder to Tween 360. Okay, then click on the plus icon again and insert a part. So like this, there is our part. I will drag it a little bit to this side. Good. I will change the color to, let's say, green, and change the size a little bit, let's say by 7, 1 and 1 studs. Okay, this is my part now. I will also drag it a little bit higher on the y-axis like this. Okay, and now I want to add a decal like this, and I want to be the decal on the top side. Yeah. And then I go to my toolbox, search for images, let's say arrow, and which arrow do I want to have on this part? Let's take this black arrow. It doesn't matter anyway, so I put this in the texture property like this. Good. This is my rotating part. Good. Now we have to add a script in this part by clicking on this plus icon and add a script. Yay. So this is our script. I make the font a little bit bigger. Okay, this should be enough. And then you should rename your script. I call my script Tween 360 S. Okay, this is my Tween script. Before we start the script, I have to tell you something about the script service. Select your part like this and go to orientation. As you can see, we have right now here 0, 0, 0. So go to rotate, type in 120 degrees and then simply rotate one time like this, or let's say 2 times. So imagine you want it rotated by the script this way, right? And you type math.write in your script and then tween the value. So what TweenService would do is not rotate it this way by 240 degrees. It actually would rotate your part this way to the left side, because this is the shortest way to this value. Okay, so I will reset it to 0, 0, 0 like this, and now we can go to our script. Let's first start with a description of our script, like Tween CFrame by 360 degrees. Okay, like that. Okay, first we need to get the Tween service with local Tween service equals game get service Tween service like that. Then I need to create a function with local function, and I call the function like rotate func. Okay, brackets open and close and then end. Now I have to get the part which I want to rotate. I do that with a variable called local part. You can choose a name you like, equals to script.parent. Okay, this is our script, and dot parent is this part. Okay, then I want to set a variable for the rotation speed. This is not really necessary, but I want to make it that way so you can see right away in your code that this defines your rotation speed. So local rotation speed equals, let's start off with 3. Okay, then we need to create a tween info. Local, I call that tween info equals to tween info. Oh, no, not TweenService. Tween info.new. And then first I need to set the rotation speed like this. So you could actually simply put in the first place simply this number and it would work anyway. Good. So rotation speed, then I have to create the easing style with enum.easing style. We start with linear. Good. Then I have to define the easing direction. I do that with enum.easing direction, and I want to be that in and out. Okay, so much for the tween info. Now I have to define the goal. I to do that with a variable local goal equals, and then I have to set a table like this. So I want to tween the CFrame. Therefore, I need to type in CFrame equals part.CFrame times CFrame.angles, and I type first 0, 0, and 0 like this. So what does that mean? These three numbers representing your X, Y, and Z axis, and in exactly that order. So X axis, Y axis, and Z axis. Okay? So I want to rotate my part. I want to rotate my part on the Y axis. This is the green one. You can see it up here. So green one is the Y axis, and I want to rotate it in that way. Okay? So go back to the script and type in here on the Y axis math.rad for radians, and I want to rotate it by 120 degrees. Okay? After that, I have to create the actual tween. I do that with local, and I call my tween rotate part. Like that. Equals TweenService. So this is our service up here. So we call that now TweenService colon create. There we go. And I want to create that for my part, which is this one. And then I have to define the info. So tween info. No, not define. I have to set here the tween info and the goal, which is the last one. So after that, I have created my tween. I need to start to play the tween, and I do that with rotate part colon and simply play. So this line start to play our previous created tween, which is this one, and after that we have to call our rotation function. I do that simply with rotate func. Brackets open and close. Okay, right now this part would get rotated only by 120 degrees. I will show you that. Go to your space and I forgot something. Select a part like this. Select a part and set the anchor point. It must be anchored. Otherwise it would simply fall down. Okay. Then I hit the play button, and as you can see, it rotates by 120 degrees and then it stops. But I want to do a 360 degree rotation. So therefore, I need to listen for the completed event. I do that with rotate part dot completed like this. And after the tween is completed, I need to connect a function, and I want to connect my rotate function. So I simply type in here rotate func without the brackets. Okay, this is very important. And let's see what our Tween is doing now. Let's hit the play button. And as you can see, it continues now to rotate. Good. So much for that. If you want to make your part rotate the other way around, you go simply to your script and type in here a minus in front of that 120. And as you can see now, your part rotates the other way around. Easy as that. You can also rotate your part on the x-axis as well. Let's simply copy this one, Control Z, and then remove that 0 and Control V, and then go to your space and simply hit the play button. And as you can see, it rotates now on the X and the Y axis. Yeah, so you are not limited to one axis. You have to keep one thing in mind. Since we are rotating the CFrame of this part, this rotation method does not take into account the physics of this game. I will demonstrate you that. I'll insert a part, another part, like this. And let's say I want it a little bit bigger, like 8 by 1 by 8. Oh, that was the wrong part. Actually, this is this one. So 8, 1, 8, like this. Okay. And I will drag it a little bit to the side. I will not set the anchor, and I create simply a weld to my rotation part. So let's play the game, and I'll show you what I mean with physics in the game. Oh, let me change the script a little bit. I want it to rotate only on the y-axis. So I put in here on the x-axis 0 again and start the game. So as you can see, our new part is rotating with this green rotation part. And let's say I stay here. You can see I get not pushed away by this part. And when I jump on this part simply slides under my feet. It does not pushes the character with the part. There are situations in your game where you exactly need this way of rotation. Like this tower in my game. I don't need to push away with these red parts the player. They only need to kill the player. But let's say you have a door or a tire of a car. You really need to rely on the physical interaction of that part with the game. Okay, I hope you learned something new in this tutorial, and yeah, happy creating. Thanks for watching and bye.